In our last video, we used the robot and the simulation software to create 4 targets on the corner and set up a path from point to point. And then we created a simulation where the robot would move from point to point. Now, I would like to be able to add another point in there, a point up in space. We can call it home, that the robot would start at. So it would start at the home. Then it's going to move down to the first location, the second location, the third and fourth, and then go back to home again. Sort of a safe spot. Let's do that right now. So let's go back to paths and targets, and we'll choose the first target, target 10, which is a good one. And we're going to go and copy that target. Now we'll go back to the work object and paste the target in, and it shows up as target 10-6. Let's rename that target target underscore home. Okay, now we're going to go to that target and we're going to move that target by modifying it and setting its position to be minus 100 millimeters above the previous location. Minus 100, you press apply, and now you see the new target is floating in space. So we can close that. Now we can just move through all the other targets to make sure they're okay. Good. Now this one target, target home, you notice has an exclamation point. And that's because we haven't set up the configuration yet. Remember, the robot can be in many postures to hit this particular target, and it wants to know which of its postures you want it to use. Well, let's check it out. So we're going to go to configurations, and you can see we have a number of potential configurations here. Just have a look at the robot with this one, and that configuration, that configuration. Yeah, they all seem to be pretty good. Let's choose the first configuration, and we'll just apply that one. So this looks like a reasonable posture for the robot to be in when it's at home. So let's close that, and our little error has gone away. Fine. Okay, now let's take this target and we're going to add it into our path. So right click on the target. We're going to add to an existing path, the path around the box. Oh, but before I do that, I want it to be a joint target. So if we go back to the work object, well, go back to home, I should say. Go back to home, select the target home, and now that we got the home tab open, we can see the instruction down at the bottom. So we don't want to be a linear movement. We want to be a joint movement for this particular movement. So we've selected joint. Click on target, add to path, path around target first, and there we see move joint to target home is the first thing in the path. Now let's change this to back to linear and target home, add to path, path around box, last, and now you can see the last target showed up here. Now we're all set. We have got our target now up in space, so you can see the arrows showing the new path starting at the home position. This is a good time to synchronize, so we're going to synchronize this to rapid. We say OK, and it should be synchronized to rapid. Let's go to rapid and check it out to see how it looks. So in module 1, path around the box, there's our move joint to the home position, and then there's our move linear back to the home after it's gone through the 4 targets. So everything's looking fine. Okay, so we'll go back home and we can move into simulation, and let's play it and see how it works. Perfect. Play again. All right, and now we've created a program that moves around the box, moves to a home position, and it's running very, very well.